we will come to the first part of chapter 8. So what is a product? Product is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use, or consumption that might satisfy a want or need. Products are key elements in the overall market offering. Service is an activity, benefit, or satisfaction offered for sale that is essentially intangible and does not result in the ownership of anything. And a company's market offering often includes both tangible goods and services. The second part is products and service classifications. Consumer product is a product bought by final customers for personal consumption. It includes convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and unsoft products. First, convenience product is a consumer product that customers usually buy frequently, immediately, and with minimal comparison and buying effort, like newspapers, candies, and fast foods. Next one is shopping product. It's a consumer product that the customer, in the process of selecting and purchasing, usually compares on such attributes as suitability, quality, price, and style, like furniture, cars, and appliances. Unsold product is a consumer product that the consumer either doesn't know about or knows about but does not normally consider buying. And last one is industrial product. It's a product bought by individuals and organizations for further processing or for use in conducting a businesses. Marketers have broadened the concept of a product to include other market offerings like organizations, persons, places, and ideas. Social marketing is the use of traditional business marketing concepts and tools to encourage behaviors that will create individual and societal well-being. Now, I will talk about product and service decisions. Marketers make product and service decisions at 3 levels: individual product decisions, product line decisions, and product mix decisions. I will talk about individual product decisions. These benefits are communicated and delivered by product attributes such as quality, features, and style and design. These are the small parts of product and service attribute. First is product quality. It's the characteristic of a product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated or implied customer needs. Product quality has 2 dimensions: its level and consistency. In developing a product, the marketer must first choose a quality level that will support the product's positioning. Beyond the level, product quality means conformance quality. It's freedom from defects and consistency in delivering a targeted level of performance. Second one is product features. As a product can be offered with varying features, the company can assess each feature's value to customers versus its cost to the company. Features that customer value highly in relation to cost should be added. Another way to add customer value is through distinctive product style and design. Product designers should think less about technical product specification and more about how customer will use and benefit from the product. There is a formula to describe a brand. Product plus brand identity plus brand meaning equal brand. Consumers view brand as an important part of a product, and branding can add value to a consumer's purchase. Customers attach meanings to brands and develop brand relationships. As a result, brands have meaning well beyond a product's physical attributes. Packaging is the activities of designing and producing the container or wrapper for a product. Next one is labels and logos. Labels and logos range from simple text attached to products to complex graphics that are part of the packaging. The label identifies the product or brand. The label describes several things about the product: who made it, where it was made, when it was made, its content, how it is to be used, and how to use it safely. The label might help to promote the brand and engage customers. Product line decisions. Product line is a group of products that are closely related because they function in a similar manner, also to the same customer groups, are marketed through the same types of outlets, or fall within given price ranges. For example, Nike produced several lines of athletic shoes and apparel. Next one is product line range. It's the number of items in the product line. Line stretching occurs when a company lengthens its product line beyond its current range. Line filling involves adding more items within the present range of the line. The reason for this is extra profit, satisfying dealers, using excess capacity, being the leading full-line company, and plugging holes to keep out competitors. Last one is product mix or product portfolio. It's a set of all product lines and items that a particular seller offers for sale.
Chapter 8.3 identify the 4 characteristics that affect the marketing of services and additional marketing considerations that service require. The nature and characteristics of a service. Company must consider 4 special service characteristics when designing marketing programs. That's the intangibility, inseparability, variability, and perishability. Intangibility, that our services cannot be seen, taste, felt, heard, or smelled before purchase. Buyer reduce uncertainty by looking for signals of quality such as place, people, price. Therefore, provider must make services tangible and send the right quality cues. Second one is inseparability. Services cannot be separate from their providers, whether people or machine. They are produced and consumed at the same time. When employees deliver services, they become part of the services, and customers also co-produce. Thus, provider-customer interactions strongly affect the service outcome. Variability. Service quality depends on who provided it, when, where, and how, even within the same company. Perishability. A service cannot be stored for later sale or use. When demand fluctuates, they become a challenge. Marketing strategy for service firms. Good service firms use marketing to position themselves strongly in choosing target market. These firms build strong position through traditional marketing mix, but since service differ from single products, they often require additional marketing approach. The service profit chain. In service business, customer and frontline employee interact to co-create the service. System firm focus on both employee and customer. Internal service quality, superior employee selection, training, good work environment, and strong support, satisfied and productive employee, loyal, motivated, and hardworking employee. There are three types of service marketing. First, internal marketing. The company must orient and motivate employees, especially customer contact staff, to work together of customer satisfaction. Everyone in the organization to serve customer center. The second one is interactive marketing that focuses on the quality of interaction between employee and customer during service delivery. The last one is external marketing that refers to traditional marketing mix activities between the company and customer that builds brand awareness and attracts new customers to the service. Next, we have managing service differentiation. Offer differentiation, that means add new feature or experience that make the service stand out. Delivery differentiation and also image differentiation. The quality of managing service. A company can stand out by delivering consistently higher service quality than its competitors. Top service firms set high standards, monitor their own and competitor performance and MC0 effects. Social media like Facebook or Twitter also helps companies find and fix issues quickly. Managing service productivity. Service firms face pressure to raise productivity because of rising costs. Way to improve include training, hiring, or use technology. However, focusing too much on efficiency can hurt service.
Now let's move on to section 8.4, which is about branding strategy, the decisions that companies make in building and managing their brands. Brands are enduring company assets, often more valuable than physical property or equipment. A brand is more than just a name or symbol. It reflects consumers' perceptions, emotions, and experience with a product or service. In other words, products are made in a factory, but brands are created in the mind. When we talk about branding, two important concepts are brand equity and brand value. Brand equity is the differential effect that knowing the brand name has on consumer response to the product or its marketing. If consumers react more favorably to a branded product than to a generic one, that's positive brand equity. However, if they react less favorably, that's negative brand equity. Strong brands such as Nike, Coca-Cola, and Disney maintain loyalty by forming deep emotional connections with customers. Meanwhile, brand value refers to the total financial worth of a brand. For example, Apple's brand value exceeds $200 billion. High brand equity brings many competitive advantages, including stronger customer loyalty, greater awareness, reseller power, easier extensions, and protection from price competition. Ultimately, brand equity is built on customer equity, which is the total value of loyal customer relationships. Therefore, companies should think of themselves not only as portfolios of brands, but also as portfolios of customers. Next, the brand resonance pyramid shows how strong brands are built, step by step, in the minds of consumers. It includes 4 main stages. The first stage is identity, which answers the question, who are you? At this stage, companies build brand awareness by ensuring customers recognize and recall the brand. This is called salience. The second stage is meaning, or what are you? Here, companies create brand meaning through performance and imagery. Performance includes product quality, reliability, design, and service, while imagery relates to brand personality, user profile, and lifestyle. The third stage is response, which asks, what about you? Marketers shape customer response through judgments and feelings. Judgments are based on quality, credibility, and superiority, while feelings involve emotions such as fun, security, and self-respect. Finally, the top stage is relationships, or what about you and me? This is when customers feel deep loyalty, attachment, and engagement, known as brand resonance, the highest level of brand connection. Now let's talk about how companies build strong brands. There are 4 main elements: brand positioning, brand name selection, brand sponsorship, and brand development. First, brand positioning. Marketers must position their brands clearly in the minds of target customers. There are three levels of brand positioning: attributes, benefits, and beliefs and values. Attributes focus on product features like quality or design, but this is the least desirable level because competitors can easily copy them. Benefits associate the brand with desirable functional or emotional advantages. The highest level, beliefs and values, connects the brand with strong emotions and personal values to build deeper relationships with customers. Second, brand name selection. A good brand name adds significant value to a product, but finding the right one is challenging. Desirable qualities of a brand name include suggesting something about benefits and qualities, being easy to pronounce, recognize, and remember, and being distinctive and unique, extendable to other product categories, translatable across languages, and legally protectable and registrable. Once chosen, the brand name must be carefully protected to prevent it from becoming a generic term. Third, brand sponsorship. A company can choose from four main sponsorship options. The first is national brand, created and owned by the manufacturer. The second one is store brand or private brand, which is created and owned by reseller or retailer. The third is licensed brand, where a company uses another party names or symbol for a fee. And finally, co-branding, when two companies collaborate to market a product together. The fourth one is brand development. A company has four strategic options for developing brands: line extension, extending an existing brand name to new forms or variations within the same category; brand extension, using an existing brand name for a product in a new category; multi-brands, introducing additional brands in the same category; and new brands, creating an entirely new brand name for a new product category. Now let's continue with Chapter 9, which focuses on developing new products and managing the product life cycle. This is the fourth main section of this chapter. Section 9.1 explains how companies find and develop new product ideas. A firm can obtain new products in two main ways: through acquisition or through its own new product development efforts. First, acquisition. This means buying a whole company, a patent, or a license to produce another firm's product. Acquisition allows faster access to markets and technologies, but it often requires significant investment. The second way is new product development. This refers to a company's own efforts to create new products, including original products, product improvements, modifications, and new brands. Through these efforts, companies can continuously innovate and stay competitive in the market.
Next, I will talk about Part 9.2, major stages in the new product development. This is the development process, which has 8 steps. First is idea generation. Idea generation is the systematic search for new product ideas. First is internal sources. Firms can generate ideas through R&D development, employee and innovation programs. External sources. Companies also gather ideas from distributors, suppliers, competitors, customers, and public sources such as trade shows, government agencies, and universities. This is crowdsourcing, inviting broad communities of people, customers, employees, independent scientists and researchers, and even the public at large into the new product innovation process. However, crowdsourcing can produce a flood of innovative ideas. In fact, opening floodgates so everyone can overrun the companies with ideas, some good and some bad. Next is idea screening. Idea screening is screening new product ideas to spot good ones and drop poor ones as soon as possible. The first is to evaluate and narrow down ideas generated in the previous step. It helps eliminate poor ideas early to avoid high development costs later. The process is executive submit ideas in a standard format, including product or service description, customer value proposition, target market and competition, and lastly, market size, price, costs, and expected return. And then a new product committee reviews and evaluates each idea. Next is RWW framework: real, win, and worth doing. First is it real? Is there a real need and clear product concept that satisfies the market? Can we win? Does it offer a sustainable competitive advantage and fit company resources? And lastly, is it worth doing? Does it align with the company strategy and provide profit potential? Next is concept development and testing. The product concept is a detailed version of the new product's idea stated in meaningful consumer terms. It's important to distinguish between the three. Product idea is an idea for a possible product that the company can see itself offering to the market. Product concept is a detailed version of the idea stated in meaningful consumer terms, and product image is the way consumer perceive an actual or potential product. Next is concept development. The process of turning a new product idea into several detailed product concepts, then evaluating which concept will best meet customer needs and attract target market. Next is concept testing. Testing new product concept with a group of target consumers to find out if the concepts have strong consumer appeal. The fourth step is marketing strategy development. Marketing strategy is developing or designing an initial marketing strategy for a new product based on the product concept. The marketing strategy consists of three parts. The first part is to acquire the target market, the plan for value proposition, and the sales, market share, and profit goals for the first few years. The second part of the marketing strategy statement outlines the product plan, price, distribution, and marketing budget for the first year. The third part, and also the final part, is describe the plan long run, sales, profit goals, and marketing mix strategy. Next is the fifth steps. Business analysis. Business analysis is a review of the sales, costs, and profit projections for a new product to find out whether these factors satisfy the company's objectives. The sixth part is product development. Product development develops the product concept into physical product to ensure that the product idea can be turned into a workable market offering. The process includes R&D creation, testing, and consumer evaluation. The seventh step is test marketing. Test marketing is the stage of the new product development in which the product and its proposed marketing program are tested in real market settings. The process includes its purpose is to gain real market experience and evaluate all elements, targeting, pricing, promotion, distribution, and packaging before full introduction. The level of testing depends on risk, cost, and management confidence. High risk or high investment products require extensive testing, while low risk or familiar products may skip it. Test marketing can be expensive and time consuming, possibly allowing competitors to act first. Some firms shorten or skip testing for faster market entry. Companies may use controlled or stimulated test markets to reduce costs and time. Testing products in selected stores, panels, or digital simulations to quickly access consumer reaction. The last step is commercialization, which is introducing a new product into the market. Its purpose is to provide management with final data to decide whether to proceed with full market introduction. Launching involves major expenses such as building facilities and spending heavily on advertising and promotion. Timing decisions. Companies consider factors like product readiness, economic conditions, and competition. They may delay the launch to avoid internal sales loss or accelerate to beat competitors. Geographic decisions. Firm decides where to launch locally, regionally, nationally, or globally. Companies with strong global networks like Apple can often execute rapid worldwide rollouts. The last thing is managing new product development, which had three parts. Customer-centric new product development is new product development that focuses on finding new ways to solve customer problems and create more customer satisfying experiences. Team-based new product development in which various company departments work closely together, overlapping the steps in the product development process to save time and increase effectiveness. Systematic new product development is a holistic, organized approach to generating and managing new product ideas to ensure long-term innovation success. Next, I will talk about part 9.2, major stages in the new product development. This is the development process, which has 8 steps. First is idea generation. Idea generation is the systematic search for new product ideas. First is internal sources. Firms can generate ideas through R&D development, employee and innovation programs. External sources. Companies also gather ideas from distributors, suppliers, competitors, customers, and public sources such as trade shows, government agencies, and universities. Next is crowdsourcing. Inviting broad communities of people, customers, employees, independent scientists and researchers, and even the public at large into the new product innovation process. However, crowdsourcing can produce a flood of innovative ideas. In fact, opening floodgates so everyone can overrun the companies with ideas, some good and some bad. Next is idea screening. Idea screening is screening new product ideas to spot good ones and drop poor ones as soon as possible. The first is to evaluate and narrow down ideas generated in the previous step. It helps eliminate poor ideas early to avoid high development costs later. The process is executive submit ideas in a standard format, including product or service description, customer value proposition, target market and competition, and lastly, market size, price, costs, and expected return. And then a new product committee reviews and evaluates each idea.
Right. Following that, we have product life cycle strategies. So first of all, we have the stages in the product life cycle, which includes which following product development includes introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. So first of all is the introduction stage, the stage which a new product is first distributed and made available for purchase. Sales then grows slowly, and any profits are either low or negative due to high cost of distribution and promotion. Because companies spend heavily to attract distributors, build inventories, and inform consumers about the product's existence. Following that, we have growth, the second stage, in which product sales start climbing quickly. Product sales rise rapidly as more consumers follow early adopters and positive word of mouth spreads. New competitors enter the market, adding features and expanding distributions, while prices stay stable or drop slightly. Profit increase because production and promotion costs are spread over higher sales, and company focus on improving quality, features, and entering new markets and strengthening distribution. Next, we have the maturity stage. In this stage, sales growth slows down and competition intensifies as the market becomes saturated. So, in order to maintain growth, firm use three main strategies: market modifications, which is finding new user segments and increase usage among existing customers; product modification, which is an attempt to improve features, designs, or technology to attract or retain customers; and marketing mix modification, which includes adjusting price, promotion, or distribution, such as lowering prices, enhancing services, or launching new campaigns. The last stage is the decline, the stage in which a product sales fade away. In the decline stage, product sales and profits fall due to factors like technological changes, it being obsolete, shifting consumer taste, and rising competition. Many firms exit the market or reduce product lines, cut costs, and lower prices. Since weak products can drain only resources, management, management must decide to either maintain, harvest, or drop the product. Here is a summary of the product life cycle. Source is based on Phillips Kotler principle of marketing. Next, we apply PLC to consumer trends, product life cycles, consumer trends, which can either be style, fashion, or fad. Companies, or at least marketers, should pay attention to the differences between these three categories. Style is a basic and distinctive mode of expression which can either decrease or increase based on the current zeitgeist. Fashion is a currently accepted or popular style in a given field, and fad is just a temporary period of unusually high sales driven by consumer enthusiasm and immediate products, or brand popularity. In the next and last objective, we have additional products and service considerations. So we must pay attention or at least give some thoughts to these two considerations, which is new product development strategy and international product and service marketing. In the first step, marketers must follow laws on product safety, quality, patents, and warranties, and they must also take into account public policies empowering or dropping products. They have legal obligations to suppliers, dealers, and customers because product liability can lead to large losses, huge settlements, and increased insurance costs. And because of that, some firms hire product stewards to ensure customer safety and reduce legal risk. Next is international products and services marketing, in which companies must decide which products to introduce and in which countries, and they face choice between standardization and adaptation because services industries like banking, airlines, and telecommunications are expanding globally. And that's it for our presentation reflection. Thanks for listening.